morning, everybody. It is 10:30 on the way to the airport. I'm off to Joburg today. I am a guest speaker at an event. First out of province guest speaking event. Very excited. Yeah, so I'll take you guys with me today, and hopefully it's gonna be a fruitful day. So yeah, catch you when I'm at the airport. Quite early for my flights. I've ordered just at Fedgroup for a coffee. I board at 6:30. The time now is 6:05, so just gonna have something quick to eat and drink. And yeah. At the airport now. The lady who's hosting the event, I couldn't get a hold of her. I don't have her number. We've been talking on WhatsApp, on Instagram the whole time. And I messaged her yesterday to get her number so I can call her when I arrive. Girl hasn't been active on Instagram. Okay, so I sent her a message. I land and I'm like, I'm here. Like, send me a number. I don't have her number. I don't know where to go. I know where the event is happening, but like she hasn't said anything. So I finally called the hotel that the event is happening at, and they can't give me her number. Like the guy sounded like I'm suspicious on the phone, and I get it. Like, who the hell is this calling for? You know, it's very weird. I'm panicking, calling her on Instagram, like going through her profile, trying to find people she's tagged and pictures to ask them for her number. Like, I am a mess. Finally, she calls me back on Instagram. I call her back, and then she's now getting me an Uber. I was super freaked out. I'm like, has she cancelled the event? But the hotel can confirm that the event is still happening, because they were like, there is an event booked for 11. It's just they can't give me her number. Like, why am I wanting her number? Anyway, that was my little drama for the morning. So now I'm waiting for the Uber. Well, she's calling me an Uber and I'm gonna wait for the Uber, but sure, that was stressful, so stressful.
Without you, I miss you, I miss you. To tell the truth, I've been thinking about you lately. I miss you, I miss you. You said you had
Finally, here is the host.
Hey!
Please, say to my people, because I was stressing talking to them at the airport. I'm like, this lady, I don't know what's going on here.
Sorry, guys. I actually know who's technology.
Anyway, yeah, I'm here about to get ready, and then see you guys at. Ooh, there's even a nice mirror here. Yeah, Joburg living. Cool, that's fine.
5-10 minutes.
I'm in this really cute bathroom. Like, how stunning is this? I'm about to get ready. I've packed some outfits and I know what outfit I'm gonna wear. It's quite gloomy and Joburg today, so I'm gonna just get ready, and then it's looking stunning downstairs. Like, oh, the venue they got is top tier.
in the streets. Boy, truth is hard to believe. What? Are you really scared of me? Is it trying, not crying, up late at night and not hurt? Is I put in mine and worked overtime and you never put in your work? And I'm going crazy with you.
You guys look so amazing. Please give yourselves a round of applause. We're going to get started right now, but before we do, I'd like for us to just start officially with a prayer, and also Sopho's going to do that for us.
Said you guys made it. I mean, it's a lot to take out money to pay for something out of your own pocket. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here.
why we started this basically is because we're both very passionate. One, we're both in business. Individually, we're in business. So
On the nipple, and you squeeze on the nipple. Okay, so you squeeze on it, and you look. For me, I'm scared to even squeeze in case milk comes out, and then my dress is ruined. But you squeeze on the nipple, okay, and see what excretes from the nipple. Nothing red, nothing brown, nothing offensive. So I always say that. Those are the 3 rules. Nothing red, nothing brown.
Drought and famine, natural disasters, my baby.
you are going to make a wholesome meal out of those 3 ingredients. He buys a house. You make it a home. Add a sofa. You add some wallpaper, some pictures, and everybody who walks in is like, feels good to be in this home. He gives you a child. He gives you a seed. He gives you sperm. You give him a child. You're an incubator. You birth. He comes to you and says, babe, I have a business idea. You say, then why don't you use that freight? Why don't you go to the NYDA? Why don't you approach IDC? I think they will help in birthing your business. He becomes a successful businessman. To keep it alive, he needs to entertain them. You're not useless. I don't know if a lot of, my husband always says, and I don't know if a lot of people know, a lot of investors do not want to invest in single people.
Yes.
They don't invest in single men. And I'm talking about men now. You come to an investor and you say, as brilliant as your idea is, they're going to ask you, are you married? If you say no, that's already like a red flag for them. But if he says, yes, I'm married and I have 2 kids.
Stability.
The stability. You're not going to squander the money. You're not going to run away. You're not going to be, you know. Who here loves money? Who here works for money? Who here stresses about money sometimes? Find themselves in a situation stressed about money. Who here, you know, is in a situation where they're looking to earn more money and they're looking for ways. Business talks and people are starting businesses, right? So I think we can all agree that we all are connected or affected by money in one way or the other. So would you all agree that money? It's very important that we are all responsible or we create our own personal relationships with money because it affects us. We can't ignore it. We can't put our heads down and be like, it is what it is. And that's the first part where I'll talk about how to create a healthy relationship with money. As we've said, money affects all of us. Why ignore it? Why act like it doesn't exist? Why act like you don't have problems with debt? Why don't just sit down in your own personal space because it's personal and decide, I want to do better. You know, I want to change specific habits. You know what those habits are. You know what makes you go, say, now I'm actually on reserve fuel. When money comes in the beginning of the month and you get paid, next week I say, it's gone, right? You know what those issues and struggles are. Why not decide as we end the year? It's been a tough year. Some people maybe have had pay cuts at work, retrenched, become redundant. You know, there's so many things that have happened. Some people are having to think differently about how they earn money. You know, it's now affecting a lot of their lives. The good doctor spoke about mental health. If you're not in a good mental space, you're bound to make financial mistakes. Under pressure, being depressed, and feeling like you need to make yourself feel better. I'm an emotional spender by habits, and that's something I had to figure out when I was sitting down and going through the beginning of my journey and saying, hang on, I know there's a problem, how do I fix it? You know, healthy habits change behavior and accountability. right? So change behavior, start with little things. If you know that you're someone who can go over budget to your credit card to fund your lifestyle, cutting back on certain things and noticing that actually I shouldn't be spending money on these things, that's what makes me go over budget. Then what? Having an accountability system. It is the best thing. So the 4-pillar method goes like this. Budget, which is number 1, the most important. I always say, if you forget anything I've said today, budget. Have a budget and stick to it. If you just want to walk out here and say, actually, that was a waste of my time, let me just decide what I'm going to pick that. So number 1 is budget. Number 2, we are paying off debt. So debt payment. Number 3, we are saving. And number 4, we are investing. We'll be becoming rich and having a net worth of ban. You know, when you search someone's name on Google and they say net worth of, that's the 4th one. Sure. And they're all important and numbered in the specific way, but they are all equally important together. They're like one system. You know, it's like being a Christian, reading your Bible, fasting, praying, going to church, fellowshipping. It's all one. You can't isolate the other from the one. It's all like an ecosystem, right? So
You're dropping famine, natural disaster. My baby has been around. Ain't gonna falling, angel be calling. I know I could ever make it. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Who would have thought I met you? Who would have thought I met you? And when we make love, your presence can be far away. It's only two of us.
The friend speaks and he says, but do you know that God does this incredible thing, is that he allows men to go into deep sleep, right? And then he seals instruction in his ear. And that for me captured me. And I found today to be one of those days where instruction was sealed into our ears. And it's only, the onus is on us if we allow to be taught. It's one thing to have everything that was happening today being said and, you know, everything, the beauty that was, but to let it go unnoticed is an injustice to ourselves and who we are called to be. So please don't be that girl, all right? Thank you. We've got beautiful gifts for everybody, but also we'd love to honor the speakers of the day. I think they outdid themselves, so let's give them a big round. And to thank them in the appropriate way, I'd like for our hosts to come and do so. But you know what? I want us to give a round of applause to them. But before we do so, you know, it takes so much to take this kind of agenda and allow for it to happen. Yeah. All of us have ideas, but how many of us have actually went the long haul with that? So let's give a round of applause for them. Well done to you. One of them lives abroad, so she's not even in the country half the time, but she really, they both did it. So I'm really honored to be here, and thank you guys for doing what, let there be many more. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I sent her a message all the way from there, and she's like, girl, if you need me, I'll be there. And that was the first time we spoke, and she was like, I'm gonna do it. We don't know each other. This is the first time we're meeting, but she was able to do it. Go Miranda.
Your presence can be far away. It's only two of us.
Okay, so
I hope so.
This was a disappointment. whole round holistic development session that we had. We've covered issues of healthcare, finances, marriage, motherhood to a degree, you know. So it's almost like a holistic development that we sort of were enlightened on. So to that note, I'd like for us to toast on a better version of us in the year 2022. And I'd really like for us to return to being a notch different from who we were today in a year's time.
Yes.
May you really just grow, may you develop, may you envision yourself, may you plan, may you budget, may you take the voluntarily HIV
Test,
you know,
yes.
Maybe save,
Yes.
and maybe just evolve holistically. So that's to that. Can we toast to that?
Cheers. Cheers, ladies. Yes. Yes. Cheers, mama.
Be nice to our husband.
Yes.
Maybe find your husband.
Drought and famine, natural disaster. My baby is
Thank you, ladies. So we've reached the end of our session. Thank you so much. And we say Nandam so right?
Yeah, Woo. I've made some Joburg friends. They invited me to the Durban trip in Jan. Come. Ladies, I'm putting this on video. Being invited to a Joburg trip in Jan.
She's cooking.
With this bunch. I am so scared.
Plus, you are the most amazing, most beautiful woman I've ever met today.
Thank you.
You mwah!
Thank
We're gonna
you.
miss you.
I'll miss you guys too.
See you,
But see you in
Jan.
Jan.
I see it. You're all I